I've risen! Hello, I'm Mr.Christopher. This is my world, and this is Roasting the Dead. Welcome! This guy loved math. Loved it. Worshipped it, some would say. It's cold out here for Mr. Christopher, but that's fine. I gotta do what I gotta do. A man's gotta work, you know? So, I'm gonna. Let's go roast the dead. Come on! It's probably nothing, but a lone boot print. It's not followed by any other boot prints, and this is completely flat. I mean, it's probably nothing, but it could be a ghost boot. Ghost boot! Da-na-na, da-na-na, ghost boot! Ghost boot! Da-na-na, da-na-na. It's probably this guy's boot. Got a new little piece of the background for us. I've been dying for new things. As you can tell from Art Connoisseur, I'm always bringing in new art now. Last week, I think I went OG with it. And I'm going to try and slow down because I was having a big art problem. Big art problem. I had to go to AA, Arts Anonymous. It was crazy. But anyway, I got this guy. He's joined us. Now, I started with that clip for a reason. There's a reason. A couple weeks ago, I had a clip of some baby graves, and there was some windmills on there, and they were spinning. And I was all like, oh my God, look at how they're spinning, and there's no wind. Yes, somebody commented and was like, actually, Mr. Idiot, there's wind. And I was like, all right, fine. If you look at the leaves in the background, there's a small wind. Yes, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I'm sorry. There was a little bit of wind. There was a small amount of wind. But you saw those windmills, they were going crazy, okay? And there was a tiny bit of wind. I'm talking. And those windmills looked like they were going. So nothing's real. Nothing matters. Relax. That boot was probably just a dude who was working. And he stepped there. And maybe he knew. I don't know. Or it's a ghost boot. Who knows? Who cares? But you're right. There was a little bit of wind. My apologies. My apologies. Anyway, we got zombies here. Let's get some roasts out there. Let's start rolling with the roasts. Let's go. Grandma's making your favorite tonight. Zaroli and meat sauce. Shoot. This is a really nice scene. Shoot. November. What about it? It's literally February. It's incredible that these sunflowers grow in this weather. That's absolutely incredible. This must be a witch. Must be a witch. Does Quillette mean witch in French or something? Olette? That's a witch. How are you? Plugus, plegus, plagus, plan. How are we gonna stop Bowser? Get the Mario. Go get the Mario. When you're gonna have a great night and you pump for it. Living on a lighted stage approaches the unreal for those who think and feel. Blah 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 blah. Well, if it isn't my enemy, or in other words, Defoe. Donahue? Donahue! Hey, yo, all you kids out here thinking you got all this Riz. Nobody had more Riz than Mr. Rizzatano. Nobody had more Riz in this town than Mr. Rizzatano. Get it straight. Turn around, every now and then I see another dead person everywhere I go. Turn around, every now and then I see another dead person every cemetery I go. Turn around, dead guy. Every now and then I go and there's a dead guy there. There's a dead guy right there. And a dead one over there. Another dead one over there. And a dead one over there. Another dead one over there. And they'll be dying on forever. And they'll never stop dying, it's clear. And they'll be dying forever, they'll be dying to the end, and they'll be dying today, dying tomorrow, dying away. I really need you to die tonight. Tonight I'm gonna need you to die. Tonight I'm gonna need you. Once upon a time I was roasting the dead. Now I'm only roasting myself. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the graves. Nothing I could say. Total eclipse of the graves. There's many, many dead, far and wide. This guy was huge. Orlando Grande. That's a crazy name. Orlando Grande. Orlando Grande. That's what every Mexican immigrant from Mexico who gets to Orlando, Florida said. It's what they all say. That they all go Orlando Grande, and then the response from any logical American is, "What? What are you saying?" Fun, or if you're me, you go, "See, yeah, see, swiper no swiping, swiper no swiping." On to the next. This is how they bury people in the winter. Very dirty. They should just kind of wait. That's my opinion, but what do I know? Look at it all. What's going on here? Yikes. Jeez Louise. Looks like a brutal murder scene, but really it's just a brutal end of life scene. I guess that's the same thing, huh? I know what you're thinking. If you follow Roasting the Dead at all, then you're probably thinking, what is up with this guy's opinion on burying people? Is there anything that will satisfy Mr. Christopher on the disposing of dead bodies? Yes, there is, as a matter of fact. And I like burying people. I mean, not the way they do it. The way they do it is harvesting. That's why they want to take your organs and your blood, and I think that's wrong. But I don't mind the burying of people. I think there's a huge uptick of burning bodies these days, and I don't like that either. I have no problem with the burial process here. My issue is the ground is frozen. There's snow everywhere. You're taking heavy equipment and you're dragging it through these frozen grounds and you're cracking graves and there's dirt everywhere and it's just a mess. Just wait for April. Or I don't know, like a random warm week in March. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Now, when it comes to the burial of people, though, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it right now again. People should be buried raw, in the raw ground as themselves. I mean, unless you need to and must get to the bottom of why they died, I guess you can open them up and find that if you must. And I understand that if they didn't do these things, there wouldn't be such a crazy amount of, science, I guess, and help that they've created and such from all these things that they've found in the human body and whatever. But they take all this stuff from you. They harvest you. I'm not going to sit here and say that McDonald's sells people, but I am going to sit here and say it's not something I don't believe. I don't 100% not believe it. You know what I'm saying? I more believe it than don't believe it. And I know what you're also going to say. What does he believe, though? What else does he believe? I don't even believe in the word believe. Do you believe that? I don't even believe in the word believe because I think that if you believe something, it's probably not real or you just don't know. That's what I think believe means. Believe means it might be a thing. Oh, that's what believe means. So I can't sit here and say I've watched human go into the meat packaging process of the McDonald's hamburger. But I can sit here and say, I wouldn't be surprised. And from my understanding, Bill Gates owns their potato farms and sells them their poisonous potato fries. So, if you're willing to work with Bill Gates, you're probably willing to feed people human. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. Part of Roasting the Dead has always been the fighting of getting buried raw. I don't want people to touch me. As far as I know, I've never been molested, nor have I molested. So I could have been molested when I was little. I've never molested, but I could have been molested before I was aware. I don't know. People don't know. Who knows? I could have been a molested baby. I don't know. Maybe my parents were trying to see if they liked temple. They brought me to a rabbi. He put my baby penis in his mouth. That's what they do. I'm not saying weird things. That's what they do. But anyway, my point is,
I've never been molested, and I don't want to be molested after I'm dead. Is that so much to ask for? And I don't think that burning bodies is good. I don't think that's a good way to dispose of your dead. I'd rather you sink them to the bottom of the ocean. I'd even rather you throw them in space. But, whatever. Either way, that's pretty much the end of this episode. I got a poem for you that was on a grave that I really liked, so let's read that and then we're going to close it up.
May you always walk in sunshine, and God's love around you flow. For the happiness you gave us, no one will ever know. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you did not go alone. A part of us went with you the day God called you home. A million times we've needed you, a million times we've cried. If love could only have saved you, you will have never died.
Lovely. I love a nice grave poem, as you know. It's something I enjoy. But with all that said and done, that's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. This is my world, Mr. Christopher's world. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm going to try and keep the snow aesthetic around as long as possible. I'm going to try and get it to March, a little mid-March probably. Maybe we'll get a mid-March snowstorm that keeps the snow till April. Maybe we get an April snowstorm that keeps the snow till May. I almost used some old clips today, but they had no snow in them. And I was like, dang, I can't even use these yet. I have to wait till the snow is gone. And like I've said 100 times, when the snow is there, you gotta get out there and take your shots. When the snow is there, you gotta go film, because snow leaves, it's gone. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, it takes a while. Yeah, it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just get a random 80, not even 80, 60-degree day, and all the snow's gone and melted. So you got to take your opportunities when you got them. And I've been getting out there and getting a lot of snow clips so that I can keep the snow aesthetic until at least mid-March. I'm going to try to get to. But we'll see. I'm assuming it's going to snow again. I could be wrong. Maybe I just cursed it. Well, we won't get any snow. So that's good for you people that hate snow. I don't. But either way, that's the end of Roasting the Dead, as I said. And I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you tomorrow for Art Connoisseur. And yeah, never be afraid. Lead with love. Don't fight hate with hate, because when you fight hate with hate, hate prevails. And when hate prevails, no one wins. Keep moving forward. Be the best you can be. Always be happy as if you can. And yeah, keep watching Mr. Christopher's World with me. Mr. Christopher, that's me. Farewell.
Mr. Christopher, you crazy.